Hello everyone, my name is Chinmay Tigre. My GATE All India rank is 550. I have done my MTech in Control and Instrumentation from Delhi Technological University. From past 3 years, I have been teaching various GATE subjects in Vidyalanka classes. In this video, I'm going to talk about GATE paper pattern, and apart from that, I'm going to speak about each weightage of each subject for GATE instrumentation. And in GATE 2021, there are a lot of new topics are added into the syllabus, so I'm going to talk about that also. So without wasting much time, let's understand the syllabus of GATE 2021. So let's understand GATE paper pattern. Each gate paper is divided into three sections. The first section belongs to general aptitude. In this general aptitude, we will be having total 10 questions. Out of those 10 questions, 5 questions will be carrying 1 mark each, and another 5 questions will be carrying 2 marks each. Now, a lot of students make mistake that they take this section for granted. They feel that they're very good in maths, they're very good in English, so they don't prepare for this section. And when eventually, whenever they are going for an exam, that time when they see the question, they eventually make a mistake. So you should not be making that mistake. You should at least take out half an hour from your schedule to prepare for general aptitude. You should be remembering all the formulas which are there in maths, and that way you can secure 15 marks. So if you are getting 15 marks, you will be way ahead from the other people, right? Now, apart from this first section, we are having second section and third section. Second section and third section belongs to your main core branch, and second section we are having total 25 questions which will be carrying 1 marks each, and we are having third section which are having total 30 questions of 2 marks each. So if you combine all these questions, so from the first section you will be having total 10 questions, second section 25 question, and third section you will be having 30 questions. So that way total 65 questions are coming in any gate paper. Now let's understand a key to crack a gate instrumentation paper. Now, whenever you want to secure a good GATE All India rank, you should first study the syllabus. Why I'm saying that is because there are total 10 subjects in GATE instrumentation. So studying all these 10 subjects in detail is going to be very, very difficult, right? Apart from that, the time that you are having in your hand to prepare all these 10 subjects is going to be less. So to solve this problem, first you should be analyzing the GATE instrumentation syllabus. So GATE instrumentation is having total 10 subject. So let's talk about first subject, that is general aptitude. Now for preparation of general aptitude, these 15 marks are going to be in your hand. If you are taking out half an hour from your schedule each day, I'm 100% sure that all these 15 marks can be in your hand. And if these 15 marks are there, you can assume how much rank these 15 marks means. Okay, how much rank you can increase. Then second thing is we are having engineering mathematics. Now from the engineering mathematics, there are only 4 or 5 topics which are frequently asked, such as linear algebra. Then you are having complex equations, you are having differential equation, then probability. So these 4 to 5 topics are very important. You can just refer previous year questions, and from those previous year question, just refer these topics. These four are definitely going to be there. If you study only these four also, you can easily secure 10 marks from the topic of engineering mathematics. Next subject that we are having is electrical circuit and machines. Now earlier this subject used to be network theory or electrical network, but this GATE 2021 is having a new topic called as electrical circuit and machine. So this machine is going to be difficult for you because you are from core instrumentation, and in core instrumentation you are having that electrical machine, but we are not studying that subject in detail, or maybe we are not putting a lot of efforts in studying that subject. But now in GATE 2021, you all need to put some time into it. Now after that, this electrical circuit is done. This electrical circuit is very important because based on the basic that you are covering in electrical circuit, the question will be coming from the topic of transducer, from the topic of measurements, from the topic of control system and analog electronics. So unless and until you cover your electrical networks, electrical circuit topic, you cannot move to the study of signal system or control system, analog electronics, or any other topic that I talked to you about, right? So first thing is prepare for GA, second maths, then electrical networks, and third will be your, now signal system is carrying 8 marks, control system is also carrying 8 marks, but the questions which are coming from control system is a bit easy, and control system varies from 8 marks and it can go up to 12 marks. So what you can do is, instead of preparing for signal system, you can first prepare for control system because it is easy to understand and the questions you can solve very easily, and apart from that it is carrying a huge weightage. Now once control system is done, then you can start with the digital electronics, which is also carrying a huge number of marks, that is around 9 marks, right? So first, after completing control system, digital electronics, now you can move to the transducer, measurement, and analog electronics. Now transducer, optical instrumentation, and measurement, these three subject will have a lot of variation. Sometimes there are only 2 3 questions are asked from the measurement, or maybe optical instrumentation and transducer is having huge weightage. So whenever you are studying these three subjects, these are core instrumentation subject, so you need to put a lot of time into studying optical instrumentation, transducer, and measurement. But these questions which are coming from these three topics, these three subjects are very easy, and most of the times they are formula based question. You don't have to put lot of thoughts into it, so you can easily secure marks if you know the formulas from these three subjects, right? Now in analog electronics, you are having a lot of important topics such as op-amp, you are having BJT. Now this op-amp topic from analog electronics might be combined with the subject called as transducer. So in transducer you might be having some question linked with the op-amp. Similarly, sometimes your measurement questions might be linked with the op-amp. So op-amp is very important topic from the analog electronics. You need to understand various applications of op-amp also, because that also sometimes used along with these three subject, these three core subject. Now after after op-amp and all the other things, analog electronics is also having one important topic, that is small signal analysis and DC signal analysis of BJT and CMOS. So from that topic also a lot of questions have been asked. Around 12 marks are given to the analog electronics. So I will just summarize it. Whenever we are talking about preparing for the gate instrumentation syllabus, first thing that you should be doing is prepare for G, second is maths, third is electrical circuit, fourth control system, fifth digital electronics. Then you should prepare analog electronics, and then you can prepare the remaining three topics, that is optical instrumentation, transducer, measurements. So this is how you can start preparing for gate instrumentation syllabus, and I'm 100% sure if you move in this order, you can easily secure around 50 to 60 marks very easily. So let's understand the various topics which are changed in GATE 2021 syllabus. The topic of the subject of engineering mathematics is unchanged. From this engineering mathematics, you are having 4 to 5 important topics such as linear algebra, differential equation, complex equations, and probability. Apart from that, there are 2 3 topics such as integration and derivation. You can easily solve those. You can easily understand those things. Then there is one new topic which is added into a gate instrumentation syllabus. This is called as electricity and magnetism. Basically, this new subject is having lot of definitions which you need to know if you want to make your career in industry, because in industry lot of systems are electrical in nature. So if you want to understand their working, if you want to do the specialization or PhD in some electrical branch, then you need to know all these basic definitions and some concept. So for that they have added this new subject called as electricity and magnetism. There might be what you can say various definitions and numericals coming from this topic based on the concepts of electrical systems. The second thing is, as I said earlier, in instrumentation we used to have electrical network or network theory subject, but that subject is now called as electrical circuit and machine. So this electrical circuit and machine subject is having all the basic concepts of network theory, which will be including Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, superposition, and so many other theorems that we studied in network theory. Apart from that, they have added these two important topics, that is single phase transformer and three phase induction motor. Basically, in any industry, you will find all those things. So if you so to make you ready for the industry, they have added all those things. So from the topic of single phase transformer, you will be having how to calculate equivalent circuit parameters. So if you want to calculate equivalent circuit parameter, you need to perform open circuit test and short circuit test. So based upon the test that you are performing, there are some equations. By using those equations, you can find out the parameters of equivalent circuit. So there will be a numerical part coming from this topic. Then you are having regulation and efficiency. Again, there are some formulas from these two topics, and based on the formula you might be having numericals. The second important topic is called as three-phase induction motor. Now in industry, 90% of the load is nothing but your three-phase induction motor. The reason behind that is, in industry you are having what you can say conveyors, you are having pumps. So all those things are operated by using your three-phase induction motor. So you need to understand the working of induction motor. You need to understand the characteristics, top speed characteristics. Now, when we talk about induction motor, the motor is made up of a winding. So you need to know what is how much is the resistance of that winding, how much is the inductance of that winding. So for that, you need to perform no load test and block rotor test. So once you perform no load test and block rotor test, you will be getting a lot of equation, and by solving those equations, you can get the parameter of inductance and resistance. So again, that is a numerical part that you might be having from this topic. Then we come to the next thing, that is starting method. Now in industry, all these motors are either started by direct online starter or star delta starter. So there might be some theoretical question coming from this, where we use the direct online starter, where we use star delta starter, and then we are having speed control method. Now sometimes in industry you need to increase or decrease the speed of a motor. So for that you need to change the frequency of induction motor. So for performing that thing, we use variable frequency drive. And apart from that, there are two three methods also. So all these methods will be theoretical in nature, so there might be some theoretical question coming from this topic. And at the end, we will be having some numericals from the losses and efficiency. So this is all there in these three subjects. Next topic that we are having in gate instrumentation is called a signals and system. The topic of signal system remain as it is. Nothing has been changed in this topic. There are two things which are added into a subject called as control system, are tuning of PID controllers and sizing of controller. So basically there are two three methods such as Ziegler-Nicholas method, which can be used for finding out the proportional gain, integral gain, and derivative gain in PID control. So basically in closed loop control system, to control a specific parameter such as temperature, pressure, we are using a PID controller. And whenever we are using PID controller, we need to find out the proportional gain, integral gain, and derivative gain. So using these method, we can calculate Kp, Ki, and Kd. And based on this, based on the various tuning methods, there are various formulas, and by using those formula you can calculate these gains. Second thing that we are having is the sizing of control valve. Basically in industry we are having various liquids moving from one place to another place, and sometimes we need to control the flow of fluid. To control the flow of fluid, we need to use automatic control valves. Now depending upon the flow rate, we need to increase or decrease the size of valves. Now apart from that, depending upon the at flow rate at which fluid is moving, there might be erosion inside a control valve. So there are two three formulas based on which we select the size, and in that we consider how much is going to be the flow rate and how much is going to be the erosion of a control valve, and based on that we will be calculating the size of control valves. Next topic that we are having is analog electronics. And in analog electronics, as I said earlier also, the important topic is your op amps. Then you are having BJT, CMOS. So all those are important topics, and which might be linked with some other subject also. So you need to spend a considerable amount of time whenever you are talking about study analog electronics. Now in this, there is one topic which is added from the branch of electronics and telecommunication, and the topic is sources and effect of noise. Okay, now this topic is added so that you can apply for specialization in electronics and communications. So basically, whenever we are having any control system, that control system is many times get affected by noise. Okay, or maybe if we are using some transducer, then that transducer output is sometimes also get affected by noise. So maybe uh, there might be a linking with in between that. So for that you need to understand the sources and effect of noise and interference in electronic circuit. Now, second thing that we are having is digital electronics, and in digital electronics we are having two new subject, that is called as DCS and PLC. Basically, first industrial microprocessor based controller was designed in 1960, and that controller is called as programmable logical controller. Basically, based on the what you can say the block diagram of PLC, you might be getting some theoretical question, or maybe you might get some what you can say a ladder logic question. So you need to study all those things. Now, when we talk about a huge power, huge industry, we might be having various processes, and to control those processes, we might be having n number of PLC, right? But to gather information from all those PLC or all those controller is very difficult. So for that, we use a concept called as distributed control system, in which I will be having one master controller and I'll be having some slaves controller. So from the master, the command will be sent to the slave. So inside a DCS, I might be having PLC, I might be having some other controller which are distributed over a plant. So there might be some theoretical question coming from this topic of DCS. Next topic that we are having in our syllabus is called as measurement. Now this measurement topic is having one topic added into it, that is 4 to 20 milliamp two wire transmitter. Now this topic which is added into the measurement is basically linked with the sensors and industrial instrumentation subject. The reason behind that is in sensors and industrial instrumentation we study various sensors such as RTD, thermocouple, and various pressure sensor, flow sensor, something like that. Let's take an example of RTD. So basically RTD is having output which is with the change in the temperature we are having change in the resistance. Now that change in the resistance is to be measured if you want to determine what is the temperature of a process, but it is not feasible for you to transmit or measure this change in resistance to your PLC. So for that you need to use a device called as transmitter, which will be measuring the change in resistance, and it will be converting it into 4 to 20 milliamps standard signal or 0 to 10 volt standard signal. So that 4 to 20 milliamp signal will be sent to your PLC. So you need to understand what is the basic concept, why we are using 4 to 20 milliamps, why we are not using 0 to 20 milliamps. All these theoretical questions might be coming from the topic of 4 to 20 milliamp two-wire transmitter. Apart from this two-wire transmitter, we are also having another three-wire and four-wire transmitter, but that is not added into your syllabus. But at least you should be studying this topic because it is easy to understand, and there might be one or two theoretical questions coming from this topic. At the end, we are having a topic called as communication and optical instrumentation. From the communication, we are having AM, FM, and some other topics of communications which are as it is. Now there are two topics which are added into this year's syllabus is spectrometer. So there is a UV spectrometer and there is a mass spectrometer. So you can study these topics. There might be some numerical based on the spectrometer, or there might be some theoretical question coming from this topic. Apart from various topics added into GATE 2021 syllabus, there is one more thing which is added into this year's syllabus is multiple select question. Till GATE 2020, we were having a multiple choice question and we were having numerical answer type of question. Now this year they are adding this new type of question, that is multiple select question. So meaning of this is you will be provided with four choices, and out of those four choices maybe one or more than one options are correct. So all those correct options you need to select. If you are missing one of them also, then also you will not be getting any mark. Now there is no negative marking for multiple select questions, so you can attempt them. So this is all there in GATE 2021. I hope you all like this video, you enjoyed this video, and I hope this information will help you in cracking GATE 2021. So all the best and keep it up.